Won't you take me by the hand? Won't you let me know what's up in your head? And I know, oh, it might not be the right time for you and me. And that's okay, as long as you're happy. Yeah, that's okay, as long as you're happy. Won't you let me know what's real? Won't you tell me just for once how you feel? And I know, oh, it might not be the right time for you and me. And that's okay, as long as you're happy. Yeah, that's okay, as long as you're happy. Won't you take me by the hand? Won't you let me know what's up in your head? And I know, oh, it might not be the right time for you and me. And that's okay, as long as you're happy. Yeah, that's okay, if you wanna be without me.
Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome, welcome, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town,
To feel-good stories and messages of hope.
a few jokes and live calling,
Highlighting local businesses.
discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995. Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
The Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Watch your
hot.
speaker. I'm hot. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the morning show. How you doing?
We can do the limbo. Limbo, limbo.
What's wrong with her?
Oh yeah, he's not even the shot.
I gotta tell you, I am flying.
Welcome back, the world traveler.
World traveler.
What's
Thank
it
you,
like
thank
to
you.
go on a vacation?
I gotta tell you, first of all, I did not know that St. Augustine was so historic. Did you guys ever been there? Have you been there?
Yeah.
You're a new
It's
person.
literally the first place they went to in Florida.
In the world, in the New World, first place.
No,
50 years before Christopher Columbus.
no.
In
I
two-
thought the Vikings went up
19
north.
In 1999, well, I don't know about the Vikings, that's a good question. But in 1999, 2019, they finally agreed that he was here 50 years before Columbus. And that's a big problem,
Ponce de Leon?
yes. And do you know how they proved it?
What?
Water barrels, one on top of the other, were uncovered. And they were holding water for them to drink. And Columbus didn't do that. And so Ponce de Leon did. I found out so much. You guys have no clue of how much history they keep from you because they're afraid that it would turn the world upside down. It's an amazing fact when you go there and you learn. Do you know that during World War II, when we got invaded in 1938 at Pearl Harbor, do you know that we were under attack on the East Coast from Maine down to Florida?
We were attacked in Pearl Harbor in 1938.
Whatever it was.
Did you go to a museum?
1942, 41,
42.
41?
Did you go to a museum?
Was it what?
No, this is facts according to Freddie.
Well, 1940, whatever it was.
I don't know. You
But that's
came
not
in
the
here
point of
with
the
all these
story.
facts.
Joshua said it's
That's
close.
not
December
the point.
12th or 7th, 1940.
December
be honest,
7th,
I'm super
1941.
lost.
But that wasn't the point. The point was that Hitler saw what the Japanese did,
German submarines, right?
and he ordered his major, his super duper cop in France. He was fighting France to attack the United States on the East Coast. And do you know the only reason that they didn't succeed is because the ocean is so vast. We would have seen them coming, and they didn't want that, so they had the submarines. There were submarines in the Hudson River. There were submarines right outside of St. Augustine, and they took out a ship that carried all this fuel. 609 ships were attacked right off the coast of the United States. We are lucky to be here. If the Russians had attacked the East Coast, they would have wiped out New York, all of the towns and everything else. Did you know that?
I did not.
Do you know how scary that is? To have a submarine in your backyard looking at you?
You had the fort there, right? You go up the fort. You did a lot of
to the
walking and
fort.
walking. Fountain of Youth water. Do we drink it or do we just
Yes,
pray
this
on
is
it?
no, this is a drink. It's a little bit acidic, and this is allegedly the Fountain of Youth. I brought a bottle back. It was not easy carrying this around, by the way. I brought this back so you guys.
It was
can,
not easy carrying this around.
No,
Well, that would- why
from
would
the
that?
that's in the
Fountain of
way.
Youth?
Fountain of Youth.
Why would,
I'll
be,
give
why
it-
would
take
that
a-
be?
Well, I'll
You
take
can
a
take
sip.
a little sip.
Is it cold?
Well, you can put it cold. No, the Fountain of Youth is room temperature.
I took a sip as a kid.
Is it a fountain?
You were there?
Yeah.
What a town, man. I have never in my life. Pirate patch. You know they wear a patch? Do you know why?
Why?
Come on, tell me.
What, pirates wear an eye patch?
Yeah.
Because they don't have an eye there?
No, they have an eye. They have an
That's what
eye.
I'm
They have
thinking.
an eye.
What are we even talking about?
Freddie's trip to St. Augustine.
I'm gonna be honest, I was really zoned out for like 30 seconds.
Well, welcome back. Did the
My
plane
mom
land?
says yay Baxton.
Yeah, well, yay, Baxton. The floor is clean again.
wants
We
to
got
adopt you.
donuts. He's happy.
You lost weight.
Have I? It's so funny because you know what? I'm not kidding you. You know what my roommate said when I first got here?
You gained weight.
Yeah. So thank you.
No, you look like you lost weight.
He's always so happy, which is amazing.
So you would appreciate this.
Why that's wear an eye patch?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
I've
when
got
you're at the-
trauma of eye patches. But
I know
go
that.
ahead.
I know that. When you're at the top of the sun watching for enemy, and you have to go downstairs to the galleys to load up the cannons, you can't see because you had the sun in your eye. So you move the patch. It's already blocked out from the sun, and it adjusts to the darkness.
Interesting. So maybe I was a pirate in my last life.
I'm beginning to think you're a pirate. I think you're a pirate now.
Maybe so.
It's just a fun trip. I mean, my feet are swollen. I can't fit in my shoes. And we walked maybe 27 miles.
Nice.
But my goodness, that town is unbelievable.
Very nice. Well, welcome back. I'm glad you had a
you.
wonderful time.
Thank you. You're so kind.
Busy man.
How did
Fountain
you
of
guys
Youth.
spend your Thanksgiving? Let's go to a happier subject.
How
It's
was your
obvious.
Thanksgiving, guys? Josh, Katie, Baxton?
It was good. I went to Okeechobee County for Thanksgiving. Had a nice, quiet Thanksgiving there. And then we went to Universal and Islands of Adventure Saturday.
Oh.
Nice.
We went on all the rides. It was fun.
Did you ride the Raptor ride?
Yeah, that one was fun.
The Raptor coaster.
I think my favorite was the motorbike one, though.
The Hagrid's? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Was
you're-
it crowded?
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you know, the trip up wasn't too bad either. It took us 3 hours and 25 minutes on the trip.
How fast did you drive?
I don't know. I didn't look at that.
Yeah, that would be it, because it says 6 hours, so she must have been going
80?
90.
No, 80. But
I
thank
don't
you for
know.
playing.
I don't know. So you had fun?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the longest line was the motorbike one, which was probably an hour wait. But that was nothing.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, it was nothing.
I've been to Disney. Those lines are sometimes 3 hours, 4 hours long. It's horrible.
4 hours for Peter Pan. Yeah, no, I'm good.
4 hours
I'm
to
so
Peter Pan?
confused. What are you?
For Disney.
Why in the world would anybody wait on an hour? A
4 hours to
ride?
go on Peter
Maybe
Pan?
Because like their kids are obsessed with Peter Pan.
Because you
Yeah.
can fly to Never Never Land
Yeah.
and never grow up.
I don't care what land I'm flying to. 4 hours
I couldn't
later.
get that to work.
4 hours later, do you know what that means? 4 hours later?
How was your Thanksgiving though? Good dinner, family. Where'd you end up going? Did you go all the way out to
Yeah,
the
went to-
extended family?
Yeah, to the extended
Extended?
family. Yeah.
You had a good time?
It was alright, yeah. It was just
How
nice
far?
and quiet.
It was extended.
Okeechobee.
Extended.
I'll make it easier. It's my stepsister's boyfriend's parents' house we went to.
We're gonna have a lot of people.
It's about 15 people.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was nice and cozy.
Very nice. And Katie, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I had a lot of sugar, obviously.
Obviously.
My mom got these mini chocolate turkeys. It's kind of like a tradition thing that my grandma used to get us.
So please tell me they're candy and not like
No. They're just
chocolate covered.
no. They're just. It's just a chocolate. It's just a chocolate turkey. Anyways, I told the whole table. I was like, I'll eat this in like 5 minutes. And I was like, who's gonna time me? No one timed me, but I ate it in like.
How big was it?
It's like this big.
Oh, okay.
Ate it real quick, and I was like, bam,
That was dinner for you.
bam.
And Baxton, how was your Thanksgiving?
Boy. It was outstanding.
Full
My
house today.
aunt,
This is so weird.
my aunt is a phenomenal cook. She went to culinary school. She has a brick oven in her backyard, so she was baking bread in her brick oven, homemade bread, the turkey in the brick oven, and it was just some of the most outstanding food I've ever had. It was outstanding time.
Did you cook?
I left the cooking to her.
Oh, okay.
But we did like a Brussels sprouts and a bit of cranberries, and she made homemade apple and cherry pie, some pumpkin and pecan pie, and a lemon shaker pie, and all of it was just outstanding.
I'm on
Really?
food detox this week.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
mean?
oh yeah, same.
What's that mean? It means I'm on Thanksgiving food detox. You know, we haven't quite started with the holiday events yet, but I need to like clear turkey, cranberry, Thanksgiving, stuffing, cornbread out of my vocabulary and then get ready for Christmas and Hanukkah. Lots of things to go ready for.
Hanukkah.
All right, how about you guys? How about military? How was your Thanksgiving?
Just generic. I was just with my parents and my sister. Didn't
Nice.
really do anything special. Just watch football all day.
That's cool. And over the weekend?
I don't think I did anything. Sunday I just watched football and that's it.
Relaxed, regrouped.
Mm-hmm.
Who you wait? My yours. He's like, hi, Mom.
Oh, I thought you were waving to me for a second. I'm like, hi.
A nice chill Thanksgiving. Kennedy, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I went to Virginia to see my mom, my stepdad, and my family. I went up to the mountains on Saturday.
Ooh.
Nice.
I forgot. Shenandoah National Park. Went up to see the mountains and everything. It was really pretty. But yeah, just nice Thanksgiving lunch/dinner. Really enjoyed myself. Had a good time.
Fantastic. Look at this full house here. Oh, look who's here. Editor's in also. All right, Mayor, sorry.
Can we get Kaylee in the shop? So that was my Thanksgiving.
Eat it a little bit today.
I know. How do you like that?
I can't believe
That was
it.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's bouncing.
It's careful over there.
You're bouncing?
You guys, we got room over here too. Someone can scooch on
You
over.
can sit here, you can sit
All
there.
right, everyone scooch in. Don't be shy.
Just watch that there.
Watch the
All
big
right, Mayor, how was your
TV.
Thanksgiving?
It was good. We usually go to Virginia, but this year couldn't do it, so we went to my mom's friend's place, and we ate with their family. We brought in mac and cheese, but they brought in like the rest. They had like everything prepared, and I felt kind of bad. I should have cooked something, but they already had it prepared, so you don't feel too bad.
But you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Awesome. Nabil scared me to almost to death this morning
He
sitting
scares
over
me
there.
every morning.
Yeah,
I
He
never
doesn't
know
say
he's here.
anything. He's
I
just
never
like
know
a
he's here.
stealth.
And I
He
decided to
slides
just
on
walk in
in.
here just out of
Come around the
curiosity.
corner.
And I see like a head, and I'm like, and I was like, oh hey. And he's like, hey.
He just
I'm like,
sitting
how long have you been here? He doesn't say hi, hello. He just
Nothing.
comes in and he like It's like he's trying to commit a crime or something.
Oh God!
All right, Nabil,
What
how
are
was
you
your
up to?
Thanksgiving?
Cry.
I'm just kidding. Well, maybe. Are you?
No, but my Thanksgiving was good. We do like mini like chickens. I forgot what they're called. Like
Cornish hen?
yeah, Cornish hens for everyone.
You have a lot of people?
No, just my main family this
What's
year.
wrong with the Cornish hen?
Everyone gets. I used to make Cornish hens. Does everyone get their own hen?
Yeah, everyone gets their own hen.
It's called a Cornish hen.
Everyone gets their own hen. Ever had Cornish hen?
Yeah.
So
It's chicken. It's
I thought-
Easter, I think.
I thought it was funny. I was watching America's Funniest Home Videos, and what people have been doing. Okay, actually, my parents talk about that all the time. We have somebody.
Okay, stay in the story. Don't
So
talk.
pretty much, what people were doing lately for our pranks on the family, they're sticking Cornish hens inside their turkeys, and it's like, wow, this turkey was pregnant. I didn't know this turkey was pregnant, and
that's
everybody was
so
like, oh my
uncool.
god, it's a pregnant turkey. Oh my god, I didn't know that, but it was a Cornish hen.
Oh my
That's so
gosh.
funny.
Welcome back, Baxton. Kaylee, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. We went to my grandparents' house, and then my dad got banned from playing dominoes.
Oh.
Oh no.
Why,
He's
you
a very
cheated?
he cheats, and he's a very aggressive player, so we can't play with
Nothing
him.
worse than an angry cheater.
Do you play dominoes?
Yeah, but that's a violent game. Then they start drinking. They get really
You know what's
violent.
a really valid game? Monopoly. That was
Yes. Monopoly could totally break up a friendship.
Yeah.
How many days later?
Yeah.
Monopoly goes on forever.
So
Monopoly
speaking
takes
of-
forever
Yeah.
to play.
So
It takes
how-
forever.
Any of you played Cards Against Humanity?
That's what we played on Thanksgiving.
Yes, that is
my
such
family.
a fun card game to play on Thanksgiving because it's so just.
Depending on the family member, though,
Oh
because
my
some
gosh,
family
yeah.
members
But,
might
like,
not find
my
it very funny.
sister, her boyfriend, and me. She thought we were in cahoots because she would always pick my card and I was always pick his card because we have very similar tastes of humor. But she thought we were like texting each other under the table, like, pick this card. My card is this.
What was anyone do Black Friday shopping?
Online.
Yeah, I did.
It
got
went
a
on
back-
Sa-
This
it
is
went on
Saturday,
Friday,
Cyber
Saturday,
Monday. Anyone do any
Sunday,
shopping?
Monday.
Anyone get any good? A good deal?
No.
60% off a back massager.
Oh, that's cool.
I
I
saved
might do an
$2.
online order today.
Today, Cyber Monday, get whatever else you
Cyber
need. I'm going to be ordering a new vacuum.
Amazon.
Try to get one you can't break. I ordered a curtain rod. I get $2 off.
Yeah, the deals I can't tell you were so spectacular. But anyone else? Anyone order anything? Do any shopping?
Vans.
Nothing. Everyone's just kind of chilling.
I got a T-shirt.
Yeah, I got a shirt too.
You guys ever heard of Nobil sneakers?
No.
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 They must have me targeted because they sent me this whole unicorn sponsored ad for these sneakers. They're kind of cool. They know I'm the perfect target market for whatever reason. They target all of my searches, which is crazy. But that's what they do, right?
It's called cookies.
And no one else has gotten, right? No one else has gotten those sneakers in their
No, 'cause
sponsored
we
ads.
hit
Oh
the-
no,
we
just
hit
me.
We hit the X. We don't let them
Unicorn.
copy us.
Rainbow sneakers. Like I would be,
Hit the X.
all I can tell you is they target me for sure.
Because you have cookies.
I got cookies.
Yeah.
I
ever
almost
seen
bought
the
you guys.
bottom?
I almost bought you guys those little, you know, the holiday cookies, the sugar bread ones that come in the tin. You getting ready? We have to get ready for
Like the sugar
Did.
cookies with the tree on it?
yes.
Now listen, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We got a
6,
lot of
7,
shows to
8.
put out today.
We have 8 people. What kind of show?
Oh, you're moving yours to Tuesday, so just Katie's today. Gotcha.
We should go get a tree with 8 people.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Or a Hanukkah bush.
I won't be here.
Where are you
Hanukkah
going?
bush?
Can we get a Charlie Brown tree?
No.
Why not?
We're gonna get like
I
a,
have an idea.
I forgot what they're called. But
You
like
are not in
the-
charge of
like the
trees.
Fraser fern or whatever it's called. Like you know what it's called, like the Douglas fern. The Douglas. We should get the Douglas, and they're like $300.
The only thing, the only reason I know that is from New Girl, but okay.
What's the best
I
tree
haven't
to
gotten that
get?
far in
A
New Girl.
Douglas probably. They're like 300.
Aren't they all the same? It's a freaking tree.
No,
What's the
they're-
best-
they're
I don't-
Very different. You
what
guys
kind of
are
tree do you
very
get?
different over here.
Wait,
They're
wait.
Very
I
different.
got a green
I'm
tree.
Jewish.
This is a controversial
That's my-
question. Is it a real tree or would it be a fake tree?
Oh, we gotta get a
we
real
only get a
one.
real tree.
What's the
Can we
difference?
get a palm tree?
No!
How big of a tree can we get?
Last year was 15 feet.
Really?
Did it go through the roof?
It was
Did you have
right
to
at
cut
that
a hole in
table.
the
You
I
gotta
think
take the
last year
table
was
out.
10. We couldn't afford the 15-footer.
Remember that episode?
This year might be a Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
You know the episode.
This year, based on pricing, this may be our Christmas tree, Freddie, your staff this year.
The scene from the scene
What if all the
from
staff pitched in for a big Christmas tree?
No.
Okay,
We're gonna get a big
hold up.
metal pole.
no the scene.
What do you mean a big no?
All right, time out. Everyone, time out.
Festivus.
No, time out.
What?
Time out.
Happy Festivus.
Oh my god.
Festivus.
This is
What's
when there's
a
way too many
Festivus?
people in the studio.
What?
The scene from
Festivus for the rest of us.
Hi. The scene. Oh my god.
Katie,
This is
just
like
give up.
family at my house. Okay.
Did you hear about Krampus?
Katie, did you say something?
This is
We
like
need
my
to use that
sister.
stick as a
She
talking
keeps-
stick.
She doesn't.
What?
All right, Katie, what are you trying to say?
So during the Christmas time.
Oh my god.
Wait, are we getting a poll or are we getting a tree?
We're gonna get Josh holding 2 leaves.
Kennedy, here's our question for our Instagram.
We're getting a tree
Festivus
costume.
pole or Christmas tree?
Costume.
I vote for the Christmas
Katie, tell us.
Katie, what were you saying?
Thanks.
Why?
Just give up, Katie.
That's so tacky.
Okay, I'm gonna throw ducks at you later.
It's a metal pole, and you
And
sit
you.
around and you say the things you hate about each other.
All right,
Why
back
they
to me.
disappoint you.
Ooh, let's do that.
The scene from
Why?
the scene from Elf.
Ooh.
Let me finish. Where they get the tree and then he jumps on it and then they fall down with the lights and all that.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Whatever.
Okay, but you know
I love that movie.
Christmas vacation.
Whatever.
That
Apparently,
scene
the Festivus pole is more important.
I have a
It's a
Red
pole.
Ryder BB gun.
I'm very happy for
Anyone
you.
else have their Christmas trees up?
What do you want me
I
to be?
don't.
I want to get a Christmas. We're gonna get the Christmas tree in my house, in my apartment, but I'm ecstatic because I want the Christmas tree here. Because has any of you ever seen the Christmas Vacation, when they unclip the Christmas tree and it busts through all the windows?
Have you guys don't realize we've had a Christmas tree for
They
7
haven't been
years.
here. No, only 3. Only since we've been here, we've had a tree.
No, we had one up at the.
A
We had a
viral
little one.
a viral video. We'll put something on top of Baxton's head.
What?
I get my Red Ryder
Oh,
and we try to knock it off.
That sounds like a horrible
Bring it
idea.
down. Let's bring it down.
That sounds like a death sentence.
Okay, let's just bring it down.
Also, do you guys remember Drake and Josh?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so there's a Christmas special for that show, and they used a beach chair, and then they put ornaments on the beach chair for the Christmas tree because they kept trying to cut down a tree and it just wasn't working. So they used a beach chair.
A beach chair.
Home Alone was on over the weekend. Still a classic Christmas movie.
We could
I
put
only
this on a
s-
beach chair and there's your tree.
The first time I watched Home Alone was last Christmas.
Really?
I haven't watched
Really?
it ever before.
You know
Wow.
what? We could dress this up, cover it, put something like this on top of it, and that'll be the tree.
That sounds sad.
It already has
My
lights on
sister
it.
and I used to make a fake tree out of a what's it called? Like a sort of almost like a bedside table situation. Can I finish
Are
a
you-
sentence?
Oh, you can
I
see
got
these
something.
two are at
I
it
got
already.
Oh my god!
I
Let me
got
finish.
something. I
It
got
could
something.
not be anything about a Festivus tree.
No, it's kind of
Just cut down that tree out there by the door.
Why don't we make the outside?
I give up. I give up. You guys.
So, all right, we use that stick. We all go out and get leaves from a bush that we just rip it off, and then we glue it onto that stick.
You're not putting any glue on my stick, but thank you for
You
putting
guys
it.
They gave you that
Greatest
stick or you
idea.
bought that
I bought
stick?
it.
Wow.
You guys give
They
me.
pointed it out.
This
to
is
me.
a whole new Friday.
The
He
creativity's
bought
really
a new
flowing
hat, he bought
this
a new
morning.
stick, and he went on a 4-day vacation. I do not think I know who you
I
are.
cat-sitted for Casper.
And you cat sit. I don't think I know this situation at all. This is like a whole new you.
Katie, what did you
Quick
say?
question.
I cat-sitted for Casper. We had a great time. His cat. His
Is
cat.
he big?
Casper.
Oh yeah, he was a lot bigger than I thought. But a lot of
Jeez.
fluff going on.
Did you have fun?
complaints. Sure. I mean,
As far as her and the cat?
You went in, you fed
first
the
I
cat,
thought
and you
there was
left?
I turned the alarm off, but then he's like, "There's no alarm." I'm like, "Then what did I just turn off?"
I
And then
have no
I
idea.
tried to set the alarm, but he's like, "There's no alarm."
There's no alarm.
You gave her an alarm code that she turned off,
I
but
never
it
gave
didn't.
her an alarm code.
What
She
code
just
did you
decided
put
to
in?
get
When I
her-
walked in, I heard an alarm like beep.
No, that's just the entry door.
So what code did you put in? A random code on
He
his alarm?
gave me a code, so I put it in.
No, I didn't give you. I gave you a code to come through the gate.
Yeah, but why would I go through the gate if it's you go to the visitor thing and you just say, "Here's where I'm going. Here's my name."
Okay, just in case they didn't give you. They gave you a hard time going in.
Whatever. I get along with the security guard.
I can see that.
That was very nice of you to cat sit.
Well,
Well, she's not you. She's a nice person.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
What is it with you? Picking on me? I went on vacation for the first time in I don't
know.
15 years.
That's what I'm saying. It's a whole new you. Since I've
I'm
known you, you've
exhausted.
never gone on a vacation.
My hands and my feet are killing me.
And you went shopping. It's a whole new Freddie.
No, we're gonna call this lady from the Panama Hat Company. Her name is Susan. She saw me wearing my Brooklyn Cafe hat, and she wanted to know all about the show. And I showed her, and she said,
It's a good
Maxton
reaction.
got a sponsor. I forgot about that.
Possible sponsor.
You didn't talk about that yet.
"What happened to your sponsor?"
We don't know yet. She said she'll reach out, but she owns she's a very successful businesswoman who owns her own seafood distribution company, and she talked about possibly providing the food for
And
Cooking
how'd
Up
you meet
Chaos.
her?
Just my mom. She's an equestrian.
Oh.
She rode in the nationals and got second place in the world, so that's outstanding for her.
That's outstanding for anyone.
Yeah.
She's nice for everybody.
Riding a horse.
Yeah, second place.
In the world?
Yeah, nationals.
Is she here in Florida? Is she here in Florida?
No, she's in Atlanta right now. But pretty much we were doing a Barnsgiving. It was quite interesting. At my mom's barn, they put a gigantic table right down with all the horses, and we ate. But honestly, the only thing was the horses were very interested in what we were doing at
You
one
ate
time.
with the horses?
Yeah.
The horses were at the table?
At your barn in
No.
Atlanta?
The horses were in their stalls.
sounds fun,
Yeah, it was fun. At one point, somebody was a bit drunk, and she stood up from the table, and my mom's horse grabbed the chair and started shaking it all around, and she
With the
called
person
the horse.
in the chair?
No. She got up from the chair. Then his name is Spot. He grabbed the chair and started shaking it around. It was funny. But pretty much, I was sitting across from the person, and we were talking for a bit, and I talked about Cooking Up Chaos, and she talked about how she owns a seafood distribution company. And I showed her a bit of the show, and she seemed very interested.
Wow. So you're going to follow up with her?
Once I get her information, yes, she said she'll reach out.
Didn't it smell like horse manure in the barn?
No.
Stay positive.
It's actually a very...
Positive.
I would bet it was very clean, this barn.
Yeah, it's a very upkept barn. It's got like chandeliers hanging down. It's a nice barn.
This is in Atlanta? I'm in.
He probably just calls it a
with
barn because it
chandelier.
was originally a bar, but it's probably like
Chandeliers
a
in the
modern
barn.
house now.
That's right up your alley.
I'll get
Chandeliers in a barn?
Yeah.
Random thing I just thought of. Anyone have a family get-together gathering, even Thanksgiving, where there's always that one person in the family that says the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Yes.
That says something that they shouldn't say out loud, and you're just
Yes.
like, why did you say that?
Happens every day.
Yes.
My 12-year-old brother.
I'm just curious if it's just me. I'm just,
My 12-year-old brother.
just
Your
curious.
12-year-old brother did?
Always.
Oh, it's usually the adults
No,
that
like
bring up
offensive
politics or
things.
religion or something, especially if it's an election year.
Like somewhat offensive things that
Anyone
you
have
know,
that
should
this
not
year?
Be said out loud.
Always. That's like all year round for my family. 'Cause
That's like
my
all the
family's
time?
very like they always disagree on everything, whether it's like politics or literally like food or literally
Whoa.
breathing.
Don't talk
It's
about politics.
always a debate about
Or on
something.
breathing?
Yeah, but that was just like for emphasis. It was a little bit of a joke.
Ears. Read through your ears.
He's about to cry in this picture.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with, wow, our week back getting ready for the holidays and
The hell did you feed
post-Thanksgiving.
these kids?
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, don't feed this guy no more tea.
He brought
It's coffee.
No, it's tea.
he brought donuts back. They smell like maple syrup. I decided yesterday everything tastes better with syrup.
You
Here you can put
decided?
syrup on anything and it just tastes
Wait,
delicious.
You decided?
Yes.
So now we are all.
For me, forget
I
ketchup.
do not like maple syrup.
So like, you like butter tea?
You wouldn't put ketchup on a donut anyway.
You would not put ketchup on a donut.
Syrup on spaghetti does sound good though.
No, it does not. It sounds
Yeah.
revolting.
Alright, can we all slow down?
You could do like pesto and maple syrup, pine nuts.
Whoa, pesto and maple syrup.
No?
No.
You don't think?
Basil and the cheese and no.
I'm like, Mom, I'm scared.
So did you hear they think they might have found Cleopatra's tomb?
Again?
The tunnels that lead to her tomb.
Again? They thought this about 20 years ago.
They've still been searching it, and they found all these artifacts and coins that connects the different rivers and the different places. I think that is amazingly fascinating.
Why?
Why? Because it's a piece of history that has not been unearthed yet, but yet it exists. You know, those that need to see to believe?
You don't believe in Cleopatra?
100%. I started watching Ted Lasso over the weekend.
Who?
Anyone see Ted Lasso?
Is Cleopatra in it?
No. Have you seen? But it made you said believe, and it made me think of Ted Lasso. You see it?
No, I started watching The Boys though over the
That's
weekend.
such a good show.
The vampire movie?
No, it's a superhero movie or superhero TV show.
You would like Ted Lasso. You should watch
The
it.
Boys.
It's a series on Apple Plus. You would like it. The message of it is very you. Is all I can tell you.
Why?
You got to see it to believe it.
But why me?
Why? Because it's about Jason Sudeikis, who is Ted Lasso, who's this coach of a soccer football team, and how he's a coach of all of these people and what it's like for him and them all.
Soccer?
Soccer. They call it football, but it's soccer. It's in England, so you would like it. I binge.
What was it on Paramount?
It's on Apple Plus, I think. It's on its second season, so I'm halfway through the first season.
Is anyone keeping up with the World Cup?
Yeah.
USA
United States must win tomorrow.
They might make it to the World Cup.
I doubt
They're
it.
pretty good this year.
They haven't won anything yet.
But they're not
Well,
terrible.
They're not getting demolished.
Hey, we tie with England,
getting
who created soccer.
Yeah, yeah, but we also tied with Wales. We should have won that game.
we lost because of stupid penalty kick.
And did you see the controversy with Iran? They're going to play tomorrow. You know the flag of Iran? So they posted U.S. versus Iran. They left the Allah is great. The in the middle of the flag, there's a symbol.
It's part of their flag, though, right?
They left it off to protest how women are being treated in Iran. Good cause, bad deal.
Who
They
took
made
it
it
off?
worse.
Who took it off?
Who,
The
Qatar or
United States-
FIFA?
No, the United States, FIFA and the United States came together and did it. After much deliberation, 2 hours later, they put it back.
They pissed off a whole country.
So now Iran said that they may not play.
Oh.
Iran may not play. They may forfeit.
Wow.
I like
So
it. Daniel goes,
is that
"Oh,
a free
pissed off
win
whole
for us?
country."
But they're making it a political statement.
Iran, we're playing them
Iran.
tomorrow.
We play them tomorrow. If they don't win, they're out. If they win, they're in.
But if they forfeit, that's a free win for us.
I don't know
right?
how that
Yeah.
works.
I doubt the forfeit.
I doubt it too. They just took a lot of yang yang. Did you see that one of the countries got upset? Was it Argentina lost to somebody?
No, Argentina beat Mexico.
Won. Yeah.
Germany lost to Japan. That was a big upset.
That's a big upset.
So where are we down to on the who's still playing?
Everybody's still playing till
There's-
tomorrow.
They're still doing the group stages right now, and then the top 2 teams from each group goes on to the actual tournament.
Tomorrow's the big day.
16 teams, right?
Yeah.
That make it keep going.
Don't you play soccer?
I did. Yeah.
You did. And
My whole
and,
family
and,
loves
and
watching
volleyball,
the World
right?
Not basketball, volleyball.
Volleyball.
Soccer. I watched softball and baseball my whole life. But yeah, Argentina beat Mexico 2-0. Messi scored, and then a 21-year-old who's just started playing scored. I don't know his name, but
But didn't Argentina lose or somebody lose? I think Brazil's gonna win it anyway. But
I think Argentina did lose to a team, but I don't remember.
yeah, it
who
was
the
an
team.
upset. Brazil's gonna win it all. Nobody's gonna beat that team.
It's
It
in
was too
Brazil,
late.
isn't it?
No.
No.
It's in Qatar.
Where is Qatar?
It's I think in like the Middle East.
It's right around Saudi
Ottoman
Arabia.
Empire. Where?
It's right around Saudi Arabia.
So
Big controversy going on there.
Oh, I'm sure.
You can't wear anything rainbow, or they take it off.
They can't
And-
have my new rainbow shoes then.
They don't
I
want any
guess.
representation
If
of
the
it.
No
players
sneakers for you.
if the players wear anything rainbow, it's an automatic yellow card.
Is that because LGBTQ
Yeah.
rainbow?
Yeah.
wow.
Now, did you see over the weekend the guy that
But wait, I gotta go back to this. Do we not feel like this is totally hate and they shouldn't be doing this? And
FIFA said.
then why did we have it there?
FIFA told
It's a
them
bidding war.
this is a World Cup. They'll let them do whatever they want, and Qatar said, "Yeah, that's fine, that's fine." And then once it actually started, the Qatar made up their own rules and said, "No, we're not allowing any of the rainbow."
They kind of lied their way in a little bit because
Yeah.
even 2 days or a day before the World Cup started, they said, Budweiser was a big sponsor for FIFA, and then they were saying that they could sell it there, and then they're like, "Oh, never mind, we're gonna take back what we said."
you can't sell beer inside
So they
the
said all
stadium.
these things and they took it all back.
Yes.
No, what they did was around the stadium they have a barrier, which they were allowing it.
There's certain places I
Like
think,
you can get beer on the outside. You can't drink beer on the inside of the stadium.
but that's
Or just Budweiser.
that's kind of no, it's any
Beer.
alcohol in general.
Any beer.
Any
I
any
believe
liquor.
so. Yes, but that's kind of the whole point of the World Cup.
Is to drink?
Not the whole point, but I mean,
Have a whole party, right? Have
Like,
a whole the
it's
whole
a
world
party,
together.
yeah.
But have anybody heard about what happened? I forgot where it was, but apparently somebody ran on to the field of some sport, and he was wearing
I
a
saw a couple
hospital
of those.
gown.
What?
He was wearing a hospital gown. Yeah.
Was this the World Cup or just some sport?
I forgot what I have a picture of him.
I think it
but
was
he
a football
wearing a
gown.
hospital gown.
Someone snuck onto the Cleveland Browns football stadium
In their car.
in a truck. Yeah. It was
How did they
Wednesday or
get in
something
there?
like that. I don't know how they got in.
Donuts on the field.
But they were doing donuts on the field, and there was tire marks all over the field. Come up Sunday, they play Buccaneers in Cleveland. You can still see the tire marks on the field. It was
That's
bad.
crazy.
I'm still not understanding why we are allowing Qatar to discriminate against.
Because
their
a
country
World
and it's
Cup,
their rules.
and
But then
everybody-
why is the rest of the world supporting this
You
and
don't have
going?
to go. Everybody is up in arms about it.
But yet there's
they
no
wanna play.
consequences to bad behavior.
It's $1 billion business. Do you know how much money those teams make?
I have issues on I
agree.
my ethics of what it is, which is why
Well-
we're having a Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Well, they lost the first 2 games and they're out. So
Who, Qatar?
the home team, yeah,
They suck.
yeah, the home.
But
the
I just
home
feel
team's
like they've
terrible.
discriminated against everything. They've gone against everything they said was okay. They're discriminating against a huge group of people,
Let me ask you a
LGBTQ.
question. Are you new to the world? In China, right now, they have a lockdown for COVID. You see this?
But we're not in
Protesting.
China
Hold on.
uniting as a world.
Hold on. The United States has banned a lot of things because of it. Now, because of COVID, people are walking around in protest. That never happens in China. This is the first time ever. And they have a white card. They have a white piece of paper. We will not be silenced. Apparently, the way they're doing it is they're showing nothing writing about their silence. And they say they're being tortured.
The Chinese?
Yes, the people. Somebody died in a fire because of COVID lockdown. They couldn't get the fire trucks there. So what's happening is there. You got Korea. There's a madhouse as well. This is going around all over the place, not just in Qatar.
It's just wrong.
It's
But
like the same planet but different worlds.
it's
all
just
over.
so wrong. But as a world, we're coming together in this country that discriminates against people.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what's happening in a lot of Iran. Is the same way. What about the women now burning their mask or whatever they
hijab.
wear?
Yep. Hijab.
What's happening there? So Iran, the guy, the
Do you not have
captain-
issue with this?
Of course, the captain of the Iranian team spoke out on TV. Did you see this? They sent him home. He has to be. He was arrested and sent home for speaking out loud.
I still don't understand why we are condoning this.
I'm with Dawn.
I mean,
It's
as
not
a,
about condoning, Dawn. It's that you have to pick your battles. What are you going to do? You're going to get rid of the World Cup?
no, you find a place that accepts everybody.
I was just
They won the
confused.
bid.
Do you not think there's one player on one of these teams in the world
They
that is part
won-
of the LGBTQ
They
community?
won the bid.
What confused
There's-
me is that how can you go back on what you say, like 2 days or a day before the World Cup starts, don't you have to sign contracts and deals?
That's right.
And
But
that's
they
what
are
confused
so
me.
loaded with money that they're going to go to court and they're going to drag this on for the next 100 years because they got the money. You think Budweiser is going to get into a bidding war with them? No. Budweiser says don't worry about it.
It's,
Yes.
I mean, the LGBTQ community as well as the workers there, because they started working, I think, back in 2012 or something
didn't
like
get
that.
paid.
Yeah.
No payment.
The construction workers there were treated terribly. Absolutely.
And again,
terribly.
I go back to how do we condone going to a country where they treat people terribly to bring all this tourism money to this place because they treated people terribly, they discriminate, and they go against everything they said in ethics. But yet the entire world is coming there to come
Then
in sport.
don't go.
I just think we're sending the wrong message. That's just my opinion.
It is the wrong message.
What do I?
Not only is it the wrong message, it's at a heightened level
Of
the
a wrong message.
There's a
And
lot of
those stadiums
there's
are
a lot of
freaking
players
sold
trying to
out.
speak out. I think the Germany team they took
They
a
spoke
picture.
out.
They took a picture like covering their mouth because they can't say anything.
That's right, like this. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you got to be careful because they'll strip you from playing in that country. And if they strip you from playing, then your message is not going to get out. Imagine the USA teams being sent home. Think about this. Forget about them winning or losing, but imagine sending that team, or Brazil, sending
If
Brazil
the
home.
players and the people involved could say something, they definitely would. But I feel like it's very like.
So
like you
everybody's
said.
silenced on what they can say.
That's right,
But yet
that's
we
right.
voluntarily go there to win what, a trophy?
No,
But yet-
respect, world respect. Can you remember when
At
the
the end of the day,
U.S.
it's
won
just a
that
trophy and
thing?
kicking a ball.
How
But
big
thank
it
you.
was? Nobody ever expected the United States ever to win the World Cup.
The women's team?
Yeah, and they won, and that's what started the whole. You want to talk about why they do it? Women and men were playing in this country. The women were winners. The men weren't. The women were getting paid less than the men, and the women kept winning, and they kept winning. And they finally went to court or whatever the hell they had to do. Now they get paid evenly. That's what the World Cup does. You win that tournament, and for some
I don't
reason,
have an issue with the World Cup. I just have issue with it being in a country that
It's
is
supposed-
unfair and unethical in every which way.
It's
I
supposed to
think
be in the
World
United
Cup is great.
States in the next 4 years, I believe.
Is it every year?
Every 4 years.
4 years.
It's supposed to be.
And we also have Messi coming to Miami, so it's gonna get
Who's Messi?
Lionel Messi.
He plays
The
for
goalkeeper.
Argentina,
He's-
like
he's,
biggest
he's the new Pele.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Where's he from?
He's from Argentina.
And he's coming here. Why?
He's to retire in the MLS. But
He's gonna retire.
Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo is going to do the same thing?
He's not coming to the MLS?
Because he just got a $225 million offer from a team. It might be Saudi
play?
Arabia to play
He
on a
can't even
team.
run anymore.
No, he's fit.
He's amazing.
So why would he retire?
He's not going to retire. He's probably going to stay in the European League. It's just Messi's going to come over here because he probably wants to be in Miami, the more Latina culture, and also just to retire in an easier league. But once he comes to Miami,
Easier
that
With the B team.
atmosphere is going to
Crazy.
be
You a big
little
soccer fan?
No, but it's just going to be a little intense.
Are you going to cover all this on your show tomorrow? All different sports, or are we only doing football and bird talk?
Tomorrow or today?
He told me he's moving to Tuesdays.
Yeah, I guess I can do everything. Is that yeah? Because I thought I was going to go on the radio on Tuesdays.
Tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow we got the 7 open.
We'll
I gotta
look and
look.
see. Okay.
Um,
Interesting. I don't know. I'm big on ethics, though, and I just think
But I
that's
wanted
wrong.
to touch on the story. Remember the guy who shot up the club? I think it was in Maryland or West Virginia. Or
Colorado.
Colorado.
There have been so many.
The
And
latest
one in Virginia, too.
Where the army guy went in and he took the gun up and off the guy and punched
Colorado,
the
I
guy out.
think, right?
So did you see over the weekend? First of all, this guy, he's the most humblest man I've ever met in my life. He doesn't want any credit. He doesn't want to be called a hero. So the president of the United States, Mr. President Biden, calls him. And he says, wow, this is a trip. He says, I had to tell my friends you call. He says, you tell him. Somebody made a t-shirt of him, American Hero with his face on it. They have ordered over 1 million shirts. He can't produce them
Wow.
that fast. All the money is going towards the hungry. Not 1 cent is going to his pocket. Not 1 cent.
Amazing.
So they went in, they covered, because he owns a bar, and they covered it. So he gave everybody drinks in the house. He's giving. The hero is giving. He's not collecting any of the money.
That's the good human decency we need in the world.
His wife broke down on television. She says, we don't know what to do with all this attention.
That's
because
amazing.
What do we do? So now they're trying to raise causes for the community, for the gays and everything else, for children with cancer. I mean, they're like all over the place because they don't know. There's so much love pouring into this place.
And that's what we should focus on, not the other. So we talked about social impact last week. And since we have all of you here, everyone know what social impact is?
I believe so. I feel like it's a very broad, like you can explain it in different ways and it can be a bunch of different things, but.
So apparently they're saying that your generation feels compelled to work for a company or be involved with organizations that have a big social impact
on the community?
Initiative.
I'd say that's true.
Yeah. Could be.
So you're saying that like our generation is wanting to be a part of companies and corporations that help and like help
that stand
others
for something positive, like what you're talking about with the shirts, versus companies that support, I don't know, the World Cup in Qatar, just for example, the two extremes.
But what if working for the
I don't know
world-
why they're saying your generation more than other generations. Do you think it's because everything is so sideways now and there's so much divisiveness that as a younger generation you guys are looking to hold on to something positive?
I think it's just that it's nice to feel important. It's nice to feel like you're doing something. I think that's pretty much breaking it down.
You know, in the day there was something called the World Book Encyclopedia. And you always went to the World Book Encyclopedia to find out anything. How does a mosquito live? Here's the new World Book Encyclopedia. There is no question in the world that you can't find answers to. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm not saying it's always right. I went to see a school at the Lighthouse up in St. Augustine. And these kids go to that university, Flagler, and they go to some kind of maritime some kind of, and they're in there trying to learn about the ocean that is full of sunken vessels. I mean, vessels on top of vessels on top of vessels. And they're doing it to find ways of cleaning the ocean, how they used to do it back in the day. And I think that they would take that over going to be in Qatar being some kind of.
What do you guys think?
I also think that since like our generation grew up more with social media and having like an outlet to speak to thousands of people, you see people's opinions and what people want to do and change and how they want to create the world in a better place easier. You can literally go on YouTube and see someone just pouring out their heart and like what they want to do and how they want to change the world just from like a simple video, and it can make more change than it could has ever in like the past
You
before
think it's
too.
important to give back, Haley?
I think so. I think like any generation would want to do that. I think our generation just has a better chance because
Why?
of like social media and phones. Like it's easier.
I think you're smarter to do it the way you do
So you
it.
think social media for you guys gives you a positive way to impact others?
It just gives you a way to
A way.
not necessarily positive.
Not the greatest person to quote right now, but what Kanye said was,
Oh, God.
you can have a car, and then you can use it for good, just transporting yourself from point A to point B, or you can use it for bad, and like these people using it, hitting into crowds. It just all depends on how you use the resources and the tools that you have.
But isn't he?
That's why I said as a bad person to quote.
But isn't he driving the car, running people over with his words?
Yeah, that's why I said as a bad person to quote. But it's the message that he sent though.
But like, I just think it's crazy because I think you were quoting him. Have you heard about the one guy who just drove his car into a parade? And he ended up killing like 4 people and injured. Like ended up hitting over 70 people and killed 4 people. And like
I know, but that's what I'm saying with social media.
Yeah.
You can do your research on these communities that try to bring people together, or you can just go on social media just to look at your For You page.
Yeah, like for example, like we were watching his court case, and this is what just kind of baffles me. The first thing he said in the court case, he said, "I'm still confused about what I'm being tried for." and that just kind of baffled me. It's like he killed 4 people and injured 70 others.
Listen, right now I am so baffled of the legal system because there's too much temperament in it. There's too much emotion. The kid that killed those kids down in that school in Parkland, there is no more proof that you need, and he's serving life. I don't understand, and maybe the definitions of life and death have changed. I don't get it. But where is the justice in your court red-handed, and then they decide to go with punishing you for the rest of your life psychologically? Is that the deal?
That's why I think for everyone, it's time to look and start giving back, do something positive with what it is. I don't know, Black Friday, all the shopping deals, how many more things, unless you really need something, do we need to accumulate versus giving to those that really need food, shelter, clothing, socks, underwear? I mean, there are children in our community, we heard last week, 7,000 kids that what we only know of that need Christmas gifts.
Toys
right?
for Tots. I love that organization.
It was called
Just to point that out there.
Season of Giving, right? That we had them on. I feel like we can make such a bigger impact collectively if we give instead of always receiving and fighting and divisiveness and all of this negative
And
stuff.
it's interesting the one that she's doing, because it doesn't mean that the child has to be in a hospital to get a toy. That was the message I got. These are kids that
These are just kids
every
that,
day.
right?
They're from every day. They're not in the hospital and they're getting a gift that they choose. That's the other switch. They're picking from the list of the things they want, which is really, it's different.
One of the papers I had to write for one of my classes was an event that's going to happen. So December 12th, Buoyant Beach has a holiday boat parade where it's free admission. The only requirement is to bring a toy for the Toys for Tots Foundation. And so thousands of toys every year go to kids that don't have the money or, just won't be, they think they won't be getting a gift that year or this year. And then they do. And it's just, again, like, it's no money to go see like all these great boats and like have a great time and like different, like the atmosphere is just so fun. Again, the only requirement is to make a child on Christmas happy, and it's just stuff like that the social media and different advertising makes me happy. And I feel like a lot of people, like not just our generation but everyone in the world that has a good heart, it just brings them joy.
Well, wait till you see next Friday here. All hands on deck next Friday, because we have about 50 kids coming up from a school down in Miami to sing Christmas carols. So even if you don't come in on Fridays, I am going to ask you to please come in on Fridays, because number one, we're going to need you. Number two, you talk about what it's like. These are Title I school that they come up from. And they come all the way up. When they came last year, it was the first field trip they had been on in 2.5 years since COVID. Elementary school.
Some kids didn't even have shirts and stuff to wear, and
some of them didn't even have clean clothes, right?
The teacher
went and took care of that.
Out of her pocket with that.
So they're bringing their chorus up here next week to sing Christmas carols and to kick everything off. So you talk about giving back. What a gift that we get to do. Now imagine having 50 little boys and girls share one bathroom. That's a feat in itself, but yet they come in and they rotate around.
They were keeping them on the bus because there was so many.
It will all work out.
It all works out. So all hands on deck here. You definitely don't want to miss that one.
Braxton, maybe you get dressed up in one of your costumes.
You want to be Santa?
I'll be Santa.
Ah, we should do that. Baxton's going to be Santa next Friday.
I'll practice.
Ho, ho, ho!
That's good.
I'm the Grinch.
All right, you guys ready to wrap this
I
up?
should be the Grinch for the children.
No Grinch.
No Grinch.
Scrooge.
Josh,
And we have a giant.
I should be Krampus.
We have a giant head in the back.
Oh, where is this
What,
going?
Mickey Mouse?
We do.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the separate head.
No, we're supposed to put. We do have a separate head. Fake one.
We
We're
got to start
supposed to be
decorating.
something on the elf on the shelf.
Oh, the elf on the shelf.
Yeah.
We need our K back.
We need a small person.
Katie.
Katie.
How about it up?
What happened to Katie?
I guess she's getting ready for
ran
her
away.
show. I don't
She
know.
was done.
All right, let's wrap this up. We've got Stress Less and Decompress with Katie coming to you, a post-Thanksgiving edition. Bird Talk Radio tomorrow. More on the midday show, some Christmas tree time to get your holidays. And truly, if you can make a difference in someone else's life and give back, in my opinion, sometimes it's better to give than receive. Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and please be kind to each other. We'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
I gotta go.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.